Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM, WRDN. Brian Winnikins at World Dairy Expo. Thank you to our expo sponsors, including Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Utter Tech, Elsivia Co-op, Wisconsin Farmers Union, Synergy Co-op, Annabis Silo, Compeer Financial, AMPI, Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, and Osseo Plastics. And we are at the Osseo Plastics booth, Exhibit Hall 3703. And Brandon joins us from Osseo Plastics. And Brandon, it's, a lot of folks may not know this, but it's the harvest time, and Osseo Plastics can help out with some of the equipment that we need on the combines and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. Farmers are getting equipment ready to get back in the field now, perhaps dusting off the combine heads that haven't been looked at since last fall, finding broken snoots that need to be welded, liners for troughs and the conveying system. So there's a number of different products and things that we can help out with getting the combines ready to get back into the field this fall, certainly.
Now, if I'm in the field and something breaks, can I call you up and say, Brandon, I need this. Can you come out with it?
Absolutely. We are ready to respond in short order. We can send somebody out in a truck with a welder, get you welded up, get you fixed, repaired, and back to work in a fairly short amount of time. You bet.
With winter coming up, you have some winter projects that producers might be interested in maybe doing?
Absolutely. So big products for us historically and still are epoxy floor systems for dairy parlors, milking houses, and along with that, PVC wall panel systems. Those have been very popular the last few years in cleaning up old buildings and repairing things like that. So whether it's supplying materials or providing installation services for that as well, we can do full service with that too.
And those can be installed during the winter months?
Absolutely. So changes in the products have allowed us to do those in colder temperatures now. And with new dairies, time down for us to work in the parlors and in the milk houses is becoming less and less too. So the newer products allow us to get in, get out much faster than historically we've been able to. So once new flooring systems are down within an hour, they can be back up and running as normal. And again, it allows us to put it down to freezing temperatures too. So it extends that installation season for us into and throughout the winter.
And so if a producer maybe has been thinking about this, a dairy producer, they probably need to, for something for winter, they do kind of need to get a hold of you now, because granted, January or February when it's 35 below, that won't work.
Right. We prefer to do it in nicer climates if we can, and certainly we've been blessed and been busy this past year. So we're looking into scheduling new work for December and beyond right now as well. So keep that in mind and plan ahead, and certainly for next spring too. We're always taking appointments and looking to schedule for spring projects too.
One of the things I noticed here at the booth at World Dairy Expo, these Hitch Savers, which I think, it's so simple. Yes, let's show one. It's so simple. I never would have thought of that.
Absolutely. Everybody that walks by seems to stop and look at them. It's a very simple product that goes in between your drawbar and your hitch on your implement to save on your drawbar wear, take up some of that extra slack and the jarring back and forth from pulling it across the farm. So it's $5 or $10, and it will save you a $600 to $800 drawbar over the life, certainly.
It's just, it's like, I never would have thought. I mean, it was, who came up with that idea? Was someone at the store at Osseo Plastics, or was it a farmer that said, hey, I need this?
We have an abundant amount of parts and pieces and scrap laying around the shop one day, and just looking at it, trying to find ways to utilize that, and we looked at it and said, hey, this could work. Let's try that. And it's a very high wear plastic. It's kind of an oil impregnated product, so it does very well with friction, and it seemed to fit very well. So we started using it, and people started buying it and applying it. It works very well. So we kind of stumbled across it.
So, okay, now this does beg the question. While all of the guys at Osseo Plastics, you're all looking at these parts and pieces, was there beer involved? People kind of, and somebody came, hey, I got an idea. You know what, we could do this. And someone said, no, you can't. And then someone else said, no, here, hold my beer.
All the best ideas happen after 5 o'clock. Certainly, absolutely. You always need that little bit of extra to help you draw those ideas out.
So if producers if they can't meet you here at World Dairy Expo, but they would like to maybe make an appointment to come out to say, hey, what can I do to maybe clean up the milking parlor or the milk house, or I want to make some changes to it, how can they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So whatever's best for them, our website can direct them to our general email, info@osseoplastics.com, just to send us a quick email if that's the easiest way. Always give us a call anytime, 715-597-2498. Myself or Jacob will answer the phone every time, and be happy to talk with you, find a time that works for you to get out and see if that's what we need to do. If not, send us some pictures, and we can probably do it over the phone too.
Brandon with Osseo Plastics. We're at World Dairy Expo again. You can visit them at their booth here at Expo through Saturday, booth number 3703 here in the exhibit hall. From World Dairy Expo, I'm Brian Winnikins on WRDN.